So today, as you see, the caption line is "Eternity drew close, disguised as love, and laid its hand upon the body of time." So these lines have been taken from Book 2, Canto 9. And if you remember, last time in Book 2, Canto 8, we saw how Aswapathy descended into the world of falsehood, and finally how, going through the abysmal depths, he emerged out into free and vast infinite of bliss and light. That was in Book 2, Canto 8. Here in Canto 9, we find him, that is Aswapathy, surrounded by a bright felicity, a perpetual joy, in which grief or fear cannot touch, because he has already come out of the abyss, the world of abyss in which he was steeped into. In these shining Edens of vital gods, this world is, as Sri Aurobindo calls, it is paradise of the life gods, or the Edens of the vital gods. In this world, there is harmony, perfection. These are the beauty, these are the rules. Peace, love, strength reach their summit in this world. And also what Aswapathy finds there, that pain, which is a troublesome factor in human life, this pain is transmuted into potent joy here by the divine touch. And all the high visions and of life are embodied here in this world. The course of life is smooth and certain. Then divine music and profound creative thoughts sail towards Aswapathy. All these things come towards Aswapathy. Also, his senses acquire a new range. Earlier, the senses were totally different. Here, these are high and divine. His very body glows with light and power. And there is no more shrinking from the demands of the spirit. And here, what he finds, that earth stands almost reborn. It's a new earth, new world, which is a companion to the heaven. So these are the characteristics here in this world, that is the world of paradise, the paradise of the life gods. Then we'll come to the contextual lines, that is, eternity draw close, disguised as love, and laid its hand upon the body of time. The eternity, that is the timeless reality, draws close to him now in the form of love and sieges his whole existence in time. Time, because he is a creature of time. He is born, Aswapathy is born here as a human being. So he is limited to time. But here love has seized him, his existence in time. Love is a bridge also between time and eternity, and the hook by which each seizes the other. That is, love becoming a bridge between time and eternity, seizes each other. Time seizes eternity, eternity seizes time. Both are commingled here. A little gift comes from the immensitudes, but measureless to life, its gain of joy. All the untold beyond is mirrored here, there. Sometimes it so happens that a small gift of grace from eternity, infinity, is handed over or handed down to earth. But even that apparently little gift which comes down means so much to the earth, because the joy it brings to life is incalculable, immeasurable. Because as it is, earth is full of sorrow, trouble and difficulties. But when even a little gift, whatever may be its nature, comes from higher realms, that is from the eternal reality, that is the spirit from above, then it becomes something else, and the measure of joy it brings along cannot be calculated. Then the next few lines. A giant drop of the bliss unknowable overwhelmed his limbs, and round his soul became a fiery ocean of felicity. He found her drowned in sweet and burning vasts, the dire delight that could shatter mortal flesh. The rapture that the gods sustain he bore. Immortal pleasure cleansed him in its waves and turned his strength into undying power. Immortality captured time and carried life. So here Aswapathy is overwhelmed by a single drop of bliss coming from the infinite, the eternal. An ocean of consuming felicity spreads around Aswapathy now, and he is enveloped in his wave full of honey, and then he endures the sheer and unmixed delight that would have shattered the unprepared, unpurified other. Our other human other is totally unprepared and unpurified. That is why it is called atapta tanu, unbaked vessel, unbaked adhar. In Sanskrit, there is a term called atapta tanu. So here, because Aswapathy has gone through all these and he has come out of all these lower nature, his adhar has become full, or rather compared to other human being, divine to a great extent, and that is why he could endure the sheer unmixed delight that would have shattered the unprepared or unpurified adhar, the rapture that the gods alone can hold. Such kind of a rapture, delight, can be held only by the God, not human beings. But what we see here, but what Aswapathy feels, that he could sustain it, hold it. Then this ceaseless divine bliss and joy purifies him entirely and transmute his human nature, human strength into unfailing power derived from the divine. That is why Aurobindo says in the last line that immortality captured time and carried life. That is, immortality then lays hold on time and uplifts the life into its arms. Then life in time is turned into life immortal. So what we find here, that it is love, the essence, the underlying line that is very important is the caption line, that is love coming as, disguised as love, eternity drew close disguised as love. That is, love itself is such a power of the infinite that it can heal and transmute anything. But on earth, in the world, it is very difficult to be possessed by this love, for which the Tanu, besides mind and vital elements, the physique also, all these should be very much purified to the extent that it can hold love, which is the pure state coming from the divine, which can be given place to enter and station itself in our being. We also find, as you can remember, in book 12 in Savitri, there are a few lines which will sum up the theme. Awaken to the meaning of my heart. These are the words by Savitri. Awaken to the meaning of my heart, that to feel love and oneness is to live, and this the magic of our golden change is all the truth I know or seek, O sage. So, it is love, pure love, that can heal the gulf between earth and heaven. Only that pure love which can come only when one becomes adept at giving oneself absolutely to the Divine Mother. There is no if and but it is the pure self-giving, absolute self-giving in that which can bring in love and let it stay forever, which can bring in oneness again, and by that create that thread, the thread which is a divine thread, we can say, which binds all, and by that very act can heal all the problems, all the difficulties, all the pains and sufferings human go through, a human being goes through on earth. And then only it can be what he envisages, what he dreams of, Sri Aurobindo, it can be a life divine on earth. So that's a beautiful passage. That was a beautiful passage. So even dwelling upon these lines, we can, to the extent we are open, to the extent we try to delve from the surface, we can come into contact of such divine essence which can really transmute all that we are right now in the present world of suffering. And I'm sure that with passing of days, in spite of all that we see, all the apparent calamities the world has to offer because of the play of different forces at loggerheads, at war. This is one positive factor which comes as a boon from the Divine Himself, or rather herself, that is the Divine Mother. And to the extent we are open to the Mother herself, we will be seeing day by day that we are entering into some kind of a different world, remaining, of course, in this physical world, because it is only a shifting of consciousness. Even in this world itself, if we are able to shift our consciousness by practicing gradually, in spite of all our difficulties presently we have, then we can surely reach the shore, the other shore rather, that is waiting for us. So that's it for the day. Jai Ma.